It takes more than a deluge of rain to deter the spirits of the Eastern Cape racing people, and they can look back on a hugely successful weekend at the transformed Fairview Polytrack. Phumelela's hospitality and special events were well supported from the Racing Association's cocktail function, combined with on-course entertainment, and maintained a warm social vibe. Despite rather gloomy weather, several thousand racegoers entered into the festive atmosphere, and on-course attendances were encouraging. Feedback from sponsors happy with wider coverage and exposure through the teletrack medium was also upbeat. From a betting perspective, turnovers spiked to 4.5% of the corresponding meeting last year. This is especially laudable as the entire Sunday program was staged at the new and resilient Polytrack surface. It would have been understandable if horse players had held back on their wagers, as most runners were untried on the new surface. Yet turf form held up well, and punters wagered with conviction. It was the Racing Association handicap that got matters off to a flying start, with the Bremner yard hoping to hold the flag high for Port Elizabeth. But the might of the Justin Snaith stable, the Glenn Cotson stable, and of course the Joey Ramsden stable coupled with Michael Bass proved too strong on the day. Richard Fourie, John Costa, JP van der Merwe, and a handsome son of Jetmaster, Grant van Niekerk, doing duty for the Michael Bass yard. John O'Snaith hoping to plunder as they had done on Derby Day. Cape Cutter, hoping to spearhead the attack, went to the post as the 3-1 ruling favourite. And Muzieni sizing up the opposition with Carl Hewitson and Yvette Bremner. Cape Cutter starting to get just a little warm. Richard Fourie aboard in the Barry Irwin Silks. Here's the grey that everybody will have to watch in the foreseeable future as Cape Cutter headed for the post. Top Jet, very relaxed on his way to the gate.
Set for the Racing Association Stakes, and away they go from that 1600 metre marker. Cape Cutter along the rail began smartly. Top Jet is right there. Chestnuts, Rocket, Briar King between runners. Towards the outside we got New Spring. They've been followed by Be the Best. Then comes Front Man. Towards the outside Accounts Rocket. Then behind that to the back we got Front Man now as they work their way now past the 1100 metres area. Briar King still holds the lead, but Cape Cutter's the first one to challenge. Down the far side in a yellow cap we got Top Jet. Chestnuts, Rockets looking to run on as well. Be the Best is there between runners. Along the outside Counts Rocket. Front Man's looking to run on, but it's Cape Cutter now that hits the front. Yeah, Chestnuts Rocket is doing a chasing towards the outside. Briar King is on the far side. Then right there's Top Jet as well, but it's going to be Top Jet now that picks it up from Cape Cutter, and Top Jet has just won it, I think, from Cape Cutter. Got tight for third, Chestnuts Rocket and Counts Rocket.
As has always been the case in the past, top horses have won this race, not least of all horses like Paris Perfect, Blizzard's Desire, Big City Life, Bold Silvano, to mention but a few. And this fellow, a son of Jetmaster, should be no exception. In the colours of Mr. and Mrs. Robert Muir, Gavin Blake doing a sterling job for Michael Bass stable, who's enjoying a purple patch at the moment in the Western Cape. Long may it continue.
2,000 Rand, what do you say? At 2,000, 1750 on my left, I'll sell it. Are we all done? Here goes.
And so to the Eastern Cape Horse Care Unit charity fundraiser, tirelessly put together by Mark and Dorrie Sham and their team of merry men and merry women. Clyde Basil, commentator, master of ceremonies, entrepreneur and auctioneer extraordinaire, raised a whopping 112,000 Rand. The East Cape Horse Care Unit were the beneficiaries from this wonderful evening's proceeds. And so to the ALGOA Cup proper. After the rain had pelted down on Saturday, the day between the Friday and the Sunday, obviously, the Phumelela officials were faced with an onerous task, and they sought expert advice from jockeys, trainers and officials, and came up with a solution to race the ALGOA Cup the entire meeting on the Polytrack. It turned out to be the wisest decision of all, and all naysayers ended up with mud on their face as the race meeting proceeded without blemish. Feedback from the jockeys, the trainers and all concerned was absolutely outstanding. The eventual favourite for the Betting World ALGOA Cup turned out to be horse number 6, Abercrombie, from the stable of Michael Bass in the colours of Gaynor Rupert. It was, however, Disco L in the colours of Anantan Vaneshri Singh and Barry Irwin with Robbie Frad aboard for the Joey RAMSDEN yard that turned out victorious. And Francie Herald was going to be wearing the GoPro camera in a bid to record proceedings from the camera placed on his skull cap. But let's go and join Alan Skuman as the horses take up their positions at the 2,000-metre mark in front of the grandstand for the beginning of the historic running of the 2013 Betting World ALGOA Cup. Here's Alan Skuman.
Set for the Betting World ALGOA Cup, and away they go. Goss began smartly. True Master got a good position as well earlier on. They've been followed by Storm Dancer, Brown Penny, then comes Indian Hawk, then comes Europe to Africa. Disco L's about 6-7 lengths off them. Wayclear's now moving through the field to get a better position as well. Then further back to Europe of Africa, there's Goss doing it about 5-6 lengths off that leader. Silent Partners behind that one. Aston Users back on the rail. Then behind that one we got Johnny Rockets and Forest Digger now as the field work their way now with about 600 metres to go in the Betting World ALGOA Cup now, and Brown Penny's on the lead from Wayclear's come through to race second. In behind that, True Master and Storm Dancer. Then comes Indian Hawk. Disco L is moving closer down the inside. A boy named Sue. They've been followed by Forest Digger. They're all looking to get closer now in the short straight now in the Betting World ALGOA Cup with 300 metres to go. Wayclear's holding on. True Master down the inside is looking to apply pressure. Storm Dancer's putting in a powerful run down the outside. That's Disco Elia, that's Storm Dancer, and Disco El the outside. Storm Dancer, Disco El, these two. Storm Dancer, Disco El got it from Storm Dancer, Abercrombie and Cars.
Timed to absolute perfection, ruthless Robbie Frad with all his international experience getting down to the wire to deny Francie Herald and the Gavin Smith stable of victory. And here's what Robbie had to say in his post-race interview.
I was impressed. Like I said, he should have won easier. I think he was a little bit lost as well on the track, first time on the track, and you know, once he produced, he won going away at the end. And a big thank you to all the owners concerned with this horse, and wonderful horse to own, isn't he? He's just so consistent.
50 owners are getting checks today. The Polytrack, this is the first full meeting. It's starting to pay for itself. People that when we asked them we need to close down Arlington and we need to build a Polytrack, there were people saying it'll never work. Well, to me, this day has been the best day ever we've experienced, even with the weather. So I want to thank Luciano, thank Patrick and their team, Pumalelo, for what they've done as owners and as people in the game. I just want to say thank you, and let's just get on and do what's positive as always. Thank you.